I can still actually hear it in my head, that sound. The waka waka waka. I mean, back in 1980, walking into an arcade, it was all like space shooters, war games, and then suddenly there's this little yellow circle just eating. It felt totally different. So today, yeah, we're doing a deep dive into Pac-Man, the history, the genius behind it, and its huge cultural impact.
Oh, absolutely. It wasn't just a game. It was almost like a friendly invasion designed to shake things up. You mentioned the shock factor, and that was intentional. The creator, Toru Iwatani, he saw arcades back then as kind of dark, grimy places, mostly for guys.
Right, not exactly.
Well, at all. So
Yeah.
his whole idea, his mission really was to make something cheerful, nonviolent, and centered around eating desserts specifically.
Eating. Yeah, that was the core concept.
Yeah, to appeal to women, to couples, get them into the arcades too.
Yeah.
It was kind of a brilliant business move hidden inside a simple game.
I love that. And the design itself, the character, I heard it came partly from simplifying the Japanese character for mouth, Kuchi.
That's one origin story, yeah. Coochie. He also mentioned the classic pizza missing a slice image, which, everyone sort of latches onto.
Makes sense. And the eating theme carried into the name too, right? The original Japanese name.
Exactly. It was originally Pac-Man. Comes from the Japanese phrase paku paku taberu.
Which means?
Basically describes the sound of gobbling something up, like nom nom nom. The name was the action.
Okay, so why change it for the U.S.? Pac-Man's iconic now, but why the switch from Pac-Man?
Well, that was Midway, the American distributor. They were genuinely worried, maybe even a little paranoid about vandalism.
Vandalism? How?
They figured it'd be way too easy for people to scratch out part of the P on the arcade cabinet and, turn it into an F.
Oh, right. Okay, that makes sense. So Pac-Man was basically a safety measure.
Pretty much. A smart defensive move that probably helped its longevity, honestly. Now, the gameplay itself seems simple, right?
Yeah.
You eat the dots, avoid the ghosts.
Yeah. Blinky, Pinky, Inky, and Clyde.
Okay.
And then you grab a power pellet.
The Energizer, exactly. And suddenly the tables turn, you can chase them. That idea, by the way, was apparently inspired by Popeye.
Popeye, eating his spinach.
Yeah, that sudden burst of power to turn the situation around. Simple, but genius.
But the ghosts weren't just random obstacles, were they? That's where the real complexity came in.
That's the magic. They had distinct AI personalities, if you will. They weren't just wandering aimlessly. Blinky, the red one, he's the aggressor, makes a beeline right for you.
Okay, the chaser.
Right. Then Pinky, the pink one, tries to get ahead of you to kind of ambush you. Inky, the cyan one, is a bit more unpredictable, basing his moves on both you and Blinky's position.
So like flanking maneuvers.
Sort of, yeah. And then there's Clyde, the orange one. He's weird. He chases you for a bit, but then seems to get scared and retreats to his corner. Gives you a breathing room sometimes.
Wow. That's pretty sophisticated for 1980 tech. Why go to all that trouble?
Because it made the game interesting. And crucially, the AI was complex, but it was deterministic. It followed set rules, meaning dedicated players could actually learn the patterns. They could figure out safe routes, repeatable strategies. It wasn't just luck. It rewarded skill and memorization.
Yeah.
That depth is what made it a phenomenon, not just a fad.
That complexity and mastery. It reminds me, we should take a quick moment. If you're dealing with complex systems in your own world, maybe trying to figure out new tech like AI.
It can be a maze itself.
This deep dive is sponsored by Embersilk. If you need a hand with AI training, automation, or maybe software development, or even just figuring out where AI agents could actually help your business or, your personal projects, check out embersilk.com. They cover all sorts of AI needs.
Good point. And speaking of needs, Pac-Man didn't just meet a need in the market, it created a tidal wave. Financially, it was just massive.
Like how massive?
We're talking one of the highest grossing games of all time. By 2016, it had pulled in over $14 billion in revenue. Think about this. Within just a year of hitting the U.S., it made more money than the original Star Wars movie had up to that point.
Wow. More than Star Wars. That's staggering.
Yeah. It really was. It fueled this huge merchandising boom, too. Lunchboxes, T-shirts, a cartoon show, even a hit song, Pac-Man Fever.
Oh, yeah, I remember the song.
Yeah.
It basically changed everything, didn't it? It wasn't just a game anymore.
Exactly. It gave us the first real original video game mascot. And, critically important, it brought huge numbers of women into arcades and into gaming. It broadened the entire audience.
And it influenced game design, too. It pretty much established the whole maze chase genre. And weren't there little cutscenes?
Yeah. Among the first games ever to have them, those little intermissions between levels, where Pac-Man and Blinky chase each other, added a bit of storytelling, a bit of humor.
That's wild. And the influence even bled into, like, the business world.
Bizarrely, yes. The term Pac-Man defense is still used in finance, in mergers and acquisitions.
Seriously, what does it mean?
It's when a company that's targeted for a hostile takeover turns around and tries to acquire the company attempting the takeover. Like Pac-Man eating the ghost after grabbing an Energizer.
No way. That's incredible. It's so ingrained. It even ended up in the Museum of Modern Art, right?
It did. Recognized as this iconic piece of design and interactive art.
So, wrapping things up,
Yeah.
there's one more famous Pac-Man legend. The game technically can't be beaten, right? The kill screen.
Ah, level 256, the infamous kill screen. Yeah, it's a product of the limits of the original hardware.
What actually happens? You hear integer overflow, but what does that mean for the player?
Basically, the game uses a little chunk of memory, an 8-bit integer, to keep track of the level number. It can only count up to 255.
Okay.
So when you finish level 255 and it tries to load level 256, the counter essentially resets or glitches out. The game gets confused trying to draw the fruit symbols and the dots, and half the screen just becomes this jumbled mess of characters and colors. You can't see the dots. You can't possibly clear it.
So the machine just breaks, basically, because it can't count high enough.
In a nutshell, yeah. It's amazing, really. A technical limitation, a bug, created one of the most enduring legends and challenges in all of gaming history.
That's a fantastic thought to end on. How limitations can accidentally create something iconic.
Absolutely.
Well, if you enjoyed this deep dive into Pac-Man history, please do subscribe to the show. And hey, if you have a moment, maybe leave us a 5-star review. It honestly does help other people find this show. Thanks so much for tuning in.